In this video, I'm going to teach you how to build this dashboard only using Google Sheets and Google Sheets data. This dashboard has a number of different elements. The first are the slicers here, and these can slice the data on different columns, and the slice data will be reflected in the graphs. I'm going to show you how to build this title, how to build these scorecards, show you how to build a bar and a column chart, and then this line graph showing sales over time. So the most important thing here is the data on Google Sheets. And I've used a table here, and I've used some table formulas in order to get the data out the way I want. So we need to get the year, extract the year, and I've extracted the month from this using a date formula, year, month, and a 1, because you need to get everything you want to use out into your table. Also, the formatting is super important. So on the columns I'm using for the scorecards, I'm using dollar formatting in there, and then that dollar formatting will come out in my scorecards. Also, I have a profit and a target profit, and for the target profit I'm just using the sales minus the cost multiplied by 1.1, and this target then comes out into my scorecard because I've something to compare the profit against. Just a quick note on sorting: you need to sort in the sheet in order for that to come out in the graphs. First thing I'm going to do is go to view, show, hide grid lines, and then I'm going to build a little border around by just putting a different color to hem in my dashboard. Next thing I'm going to do is insert an image, and this image is going to be my logo. So I want to insert it not in the cell but over the cells. Pick that image from my computer, which I built out in Canva, and then just line that up in the dashboard to be the title for the dashboard. Then I go to insert and insert a chart. We can start inserting charts. To pick a series for a chart, we just go into select data range, and I'm just going to pick my sales column here for my scorecard. So this is a table I have at the moment. I'm just going to change that to my scorecard graph here, and this is just showing the first element of the scorecard, which is 64. To show all the elements in this range, we need to press the aggregate button here. So when I press the aggregate button down here, this will aggregate everything as a sum into a range here. And then I can customize this. I'm going to change it a little bit smaller. And then I want to do a custom formatting, and I'm just going to turn this into a scale factor of thousands. And then for the suffix, I'm just going to put K into this one. I'm going to go to chart and access titles, give this a title of sales. And now this is the way I want it. So I'm just going to copy and paste this twice more for my other two scorecards. And that's for any dashboard. Just always make the scorecards in the format you want and then just copy and paste them. I'm going to change this data range here to reflect my cost. So 01 to 015682, that's my total cost. I can then go and just change the chart title down here into cost. And then the last one I want to do is my profit in here, and I'm adding a baseline value of my target. So I'm just going in here and I'm putting in the N column in here, which is what I showed you earlier was my target column. And it says that I am 99K above that. And I'm just going to put that baseline in there. There's a positive and negative color into the baseline, and then you can put some description text into the baseline that comes after it. So I'm just going to say it's up 99K versus target. Now I'm going to put in another chart in here, and this is going to start building out my bar charts. And there's a couple of things here I'm going to show you. So I'm going to put in all my data in here into the bar chart, and then you can select what columns you want. I'm selecting in here my sales in dollars as a sum, and I'm just going to change this category name to store name. It's always a good design choice to get rid of these grid lines, but you can't remove them in Sheets. What you can do is just change the color to the same color as the background, and they go away. And I'm just going to change the color of my bars as well by just going into fill color here and changing my bars. So this is okay, and I can then again copy and paste this and make my other graph because it's got all the styling I want. All I need to do is edit the chart, change this chart into a bar chart. Then I can change the y-axis into category name, and I've got all my categories out here. These are pretty finicky. What you can do is you can select the bars here, and you can just alter these to bring more of the titles in, and I can go in and change the chart title in here. If I wanted to make this sorted, I would have to, as I showed you before, sort that on another sheet. But the sort I want on this is for my line chart, which is sorted by date. So I'm not going to do that right now. So I'm copying and pasting this again. I'm going to drag this across, and this is going to be my line chart by date. And what I need to go in here to do is I'm just going to change the chart into a line chart, and then change the y-axis into month and year. And there's my line chart by sales. I can go and reflect that in the title and just go sales over time. And then what I can do here is I can go down into the series and I can add a trend line to this just to see how my trend is going. And then I can format this trend line how I like. So we're nearly done here. All we have to do is go to data, and we have to add in our slicers. So I'm just going to select the whole data range again for the slicer, and with the slicer you can select what column you want to slice on. So I'm just going to change that over there. I'm just going to change it to the year column here, and then when I change the year column, this will alter all the data in my dashboard. Again, copy and paste, going to put in 4 slicers all together. And there's a small little additional trick with these slicers, and that is when you edit them, you can change the title of the slicer. So this is vendor in here, but the column's actually called vendor underscore name. So it just makes the dashboard look a bit better. And now my dashboard is dynamic, and I can select a number of different elements, and my dashboard is going to change with them. So that was a really quick video on how to create dynamic dashboards. I hope you found it useful. Follow for more Google Sheets videos.